This is one of many video recordings, video blogs, as it were, I hope to be making and sharing with you. My name is David Winiars. I am the rabbi of the Multi-Faith Center at the College of Staten Island. I am the director and president of Survival Through Education, an organization based in New York. Our goals and hopes and dreams and aspirations are to help the chosen people choose. We distribute Jewish books throughout the country. We encourage people to go to educational seminars to learn about their heritage, history, and culture, because the only way to connect with their Judaism is by understanding what came before, so they'll have an idea of what they need to do to help that Judaism continue into the next generation. I heard an interesting observation not that long ago, and I wanted to share it with you. The Jewish people are part of what's called a shalsheles, a chain, and each individual is actually a link in that chain, and people think that the Jews, they've been around for the longest amount of time, and of course we believe that the Jews will always continue and the Jewish people will always continue. But it's so important and so interesting to note that the reality is that it's not that long. The Jewish people got the Torah 3,323 years ago. If you figure that the average lifespan of a person these days is around 80 years old, so let's take 3,323 and divide that by 80. You get around 44, which means that between today, you who are listening to this video, watching this video, and when our ancestors received the Torah at Mount Sinai, there are only 44 people bridging that connection. So your parents before you, your grandparents before them, their great-great-great-grandparents before them, 44 people. How many times have you been in a dinner party and there's been 45, 50 people in the room? Or at a small wedding or a small gathering, and there's whatever, 45, 50, 55 people in the room. Imagine if you lined them up and passed something from one to the other. Would it get from one end to the other? It certainly would. What makes Judaism so special for Jews is that we had over 3 million of our ancestors receive that Torah directly from Hashem, directly from God. No other religion in the world can claim mass revelation as Judaism does, that they all stood together, they all received the exact same Torah, and it was passed on from generation to generation. This conversation could go off in many different directions, and there's many arguments made pro and con and back and forth. That's not the purpose of this video. This purpose is to let you, the viewer, understand that you're part of something greater than yourselves. So many times people say to me, oh, I blame my grandparents for this, or I blame my parents for that, or my teachers for that. But you know what? It's not the Jewish way to pass blame. We don't even take blame. Jews don't take blame or assign blame. We take and assign responsibility. That's what makes us different. Let's take responsibility for ourselves and understand that our connection to our Creator, our connection to God, is far greater than ourselves. He wants to be close to us. He wants us to want to be close to Him. In further videos, we'll explore different stories, different pieces of Torah, which will help us to develop that. You'll notice that often we refer to different events and different happenings and different things that are going on in the Torah. Torah means instruction. Torah is known as Torah's Chaim, instructions for living. When God needed to create the world, He didn't need to. When God wanted to create the world, He opened up the Torah, as it were, and He looked in and He saw the blueprint on how to live, on how to create the world, and that's the same place we look to figure out how to live our lives. We'll talk more. I look forward to hearing from you. If you like, you could find me on Facebook under David Winiars. That's me. That's DOVIDWINIARZ. Find me on Facebook, send me a friend request, and I look forward to talking with you. Have a wonderful day.